Going everyone. Um, Today I'm trying out something a little bit different. Um, so I'm like a, I would say I'm like a prospective game developer. I kind of already know some development because, well, I work as a developer, just in a completely different department. But yeah, it is my day job. However, game development is like a completely different beast. So I've been trying to learn how to do game dev for the past like couple of months or so. And of course, Unreal Engine is like one of the easiest engines to learn right at the bat. Um, I've been thinking about learning Godot as well, but either way, with that out of the way, I've been trying to make like a space game similar to Star Citizen. And the reason I'm doing that is because, well, Star Citizen is a multiplayer game. It's an online MMO, and it has a lot of issues with that multiplayer aspect. And what I want to do is like extract some elements from Star Citizen and make it into a single player experience instead. And the main idea is that primarily I'll be focusing on the the hauling, like like being an Amazon trucker in space, and also like maybe even some of the mining aspects. But that's like a very long-term goal. Right now, all I want to focus on is like the small incremental changes or incremental additions. And the first one that I'll be tackling is the Amazon hauling, like postage and packaging part. And I made this ship in Blender. Now, I'm also not a 3D modeler at all, so this is my first ever attempt, like no joke. Actually, that's a lie. It's my second ever attempt at making a ship in Blender. The first attempt was did not go as well. Let's see if I can find it. Nope, that's not there. It's not there either. I may have deleted it. But yeah, it was not good. This is my second iteration, which is already insanely good for a second iteration, to be fair. And yeah, I've actually implemented some mechanics already. So I can fly the ship. Very cool. I can rotate. E for rotate right, Q for rotate left. And I've added mouse inputs as well. So I've already got a pretty decent amount of progress. And of course, you can see there's like a planet, a freaking planet in the background. So I've got a custom planet with custom gravity and a custom atmosphere. And I've made it all modular by following like tutorials online, of course. And one of these tutorials is like, oh, there's like this one dude that makes some extremely good tutorials all about space stuff. His channel is Code Like Me. Let me see if I can even if I can bring it up, because my goodness, this guy is the goat in terms of space game development. He literally has everything figured out, and I've been following in his footsteps. So yeah, this is the channel, Code Like Me. And yeah, absolutely love this channel. I know I'm not subscribed because, well, this is a private window, but yeah, this excellent channel. It's got some good stuff, good resources for exactly what I'm trying to do here. And yeah, so far I've got the ship controls kind of figured out. Like, I think the one thing that I don't like about the ship is that how responsive it is. Like, it's a little bit too responsive. Like, I wanted it to be like a little bit of a delay between actions. And of course, this is not the final form of the controls. I want the final controls to be more like first person view and more of in a Star Citizen like format, whereas this is not Star Citizen like at all. But yeah, like so far what I've got I think is pretty damn good. Now, one more thing that I'm missing here is like actual proper engines and a landing gear, and that's the kind of stuff I'm going to add as well in the future. But today I think it's all about going to be like trying to refine some of these ship controls and get them to as nice I possibly can before moving on to some of the other stuff. Now, this is already pretty good. Like, in terms of game feel, I think. Like, it's kind of fun, not gonna lie. Just flying around on the surface. Oh, you weren't supposed to see that. No, the planet does not have collision. Don't worry about it. But yeah. Um, yeah. For an initial like draft, it's kind of a pretty good looking, like good. It has a very good game feel. But of course, I want to enhance that a little bit more. So yeah, let's get back into the editor and get back into the ship. Now, the next few parts are going to be unfortunately kind of boring because this is essentially just me trying to figure out like values and variables and things like that to get me where I want to get to, essentially. And one more thing I will actually do is try to get some... Wait, they don't have Git? No way, right? I wanted to set up some revision control. Hey Jordan, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. They don't have revision control, so I'm not gonna deal with that right now. I'm pretty good. I thought I would try something a little bit different today, and I just noticed that my old chat overlay is not working. So, whip. Let me just activate that. And I think messages should come across on the screen now? Question mark? No, they do not. Let's try this instead. Okay. Oh wait, because the chat is below the display capture. There we go. Now it works. Cool. So yeah, just for Jordan, I will show what I've got so far. So I've got this ship, I've got a planet, and a planet has atmosphere. All of this has been a pretty long progress. I think it took me like a month or two just to get to this point because, well, I already do coding as my day job, and it's kind of tough doing it as a hobby, game dev as a hobby. And Tom is in chat as well. I'm doing good. If you wanna hop on call, feel free while I'm working on this. But yeah, I thought I would just do like a game dev stream. So let's start looking into some of the ship controls. So I've also tried to implement a system where actually it would be much easier if the ship was closer to the planet. Can I just place it here? Maybe in the daylight. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And maybe with an Atmo. With an Atmo would be nice. Cool. So I've also tried to implement a system where oh, you can already see it in action, I think. No. Wait, can you? I don't know what's happening here. Why am I falling down? Okay, that's a bug, I think. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. But I guess we ignore that for now. Yeah, what I wanted to say, why is it falling immediately? Like, where are you going? I'm literally pressing no buttons. Yeah, that needs to be figured out. Okay, so I have a feeling I know what's going wrong, because what I was trying to implement was a system where if I turn off the engines of the ship by pressing like a button, say I, it should like disable the engine, and like the physics should enable, so the ship would fall into the planet. But for some reason it looks like it is already falling into the planet. And hey Dan, how's it going? There are no pigeons here. I mean, I could get a pigeon here, sure, but no pigeons, unfortunately. So for some reason, my ship is continually falling in that direction. And I don't know what that direction is. Um, okay, so it seems to be linked. Huh. That's so bizarre. It just stopped falling? Okay. Anyway, let me try investigating what's going wrong there. So, I tried to implement this entire system where I could toggle the engines on and off, and